Alright, so I got the Nintendo Switch a couple of weeks ago now, and I gotta say, I see a bright future for this brand new console. I wish I could have said the same about the Wii U, which wasn't as successful as Nintendo originally planned it to be. Despite the lack of sales, the Wii U is amongst my favorite Nintendo consoles of all times because it has a very solid library of games. Let this be the final top 10 I will be making about this console, as no more games are planned for it. Hey, farewell little Wii U, I'm Nico, and here's my final top 10 Wii U games. As you're about to see in this video, the Wii U is full of great side-scrollers and this one is no exception. Don't get fooled by its cute looks, Yoshi's Woolly World is a solid game. If you've been a fan of Yoshi games in the past, this one won't let you down, as it features a lot of collectibles in every stages. Flowers, yarn patches and Wonder Wools are just a fraction of everything you're gonna need to collect if you want to complete the game fully. This game can be played solo or with another person via local co-op gameplay. Jump, flutter, swallow your enemies, and turn them into yarn balls. Those are all moves that Yoshi can do. The game is compatible with almost every amiibo ever created, and using them gives you cool looking Yoshi skins. I mean, you can't argue that Yoshi with a Mario stash is pretty cool. I highly recommend picking up this game as it's very cheap right now on Wii U and it's totally worth the money. If you're a huge fan of the Legend of Zelda universe, well, you'll like this spin-off title. HYRULE Warriors is a Muzu title from your boys at Koei. In this type of game, you control a hero against a giant army of enemies, conquering keep after keep and defeating giant bosses from various Legend of Zelda games. The game is jam-packed with content, and I mean that literally because I've spent over 100 hours in the game and I am far from completing it. The story mode is not that long, but once that is done, completing all the levels in the adventure mode various maps is gonna take a while. Plus, the game offers downloadable content featuring more characters, more adventure maps, and even more challenges. Seriously though, once you'll start playing this game, you'll be hooked for quite a while. Sadly, it gets repetitive very quickly, so at one point you might be sick of it and won't play it for a couple of months before hopping back on it. Despite its flaws, HYRULE Warriors is a game you'll want to experience alone or with a friend. This next game made me completely banana. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is the sequel to 2010's Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Wii, which was originally a spiritual successor to the Donkey Kong Country series first released on the Super NES. In this game, you control Donkey, Diddy, Dixie, and Cranky in their adventure to save their many islands from penguins and walruses. This 2.5D side-scroller has so many different game mechanics, it's crazy. There are no stages that feel similar to the previous one. In every stages you need to collect the K-O-N-G letter spelling Kong, as well as some puzzle pieces. Getting all of these will unlock special and harder stages, which will require all of your skill to complete. And that's one thing you'll need to finish Tropical Freeze: skill, as this game is far from being easy. You'll die plenty of time, but you'll always want to come back to finish what you started. I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel to this game on the Nintendo Switch in the future. I love me some Donkey Kong. The next game on this list is very crazy. Bayonetta 2 is the sequel to the critically acclaimed game that was released on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, and the first one being one of my favorite games of all time, you'll figure that I was in shock and super happy when I knew that a sequel would be coming out, and for a Nintendo console of all things. It didn't disappoint me. Bayonetta 2 is everything that I expected. Crazy action, epic moves, endless combos, out of this world storyline, this game has it all. In the first game, Bayonetta was fighting against angels, and in the sequel, you'll fight against angels and demons. No problems. Bayonetta wants everyone dead. The game features some special costumes for the Nintendo re-release and comes packed in with the original Bayonetta 1 game, so that's very good. It's 2 games for one price. For every console Nintendo releases, you are bound to find an iteration of the Super Smash Bros. Series. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U is one hell of a game. It features a total of 58 characters, with 21 being totally new to the Smash universe. Now that's pretty good. The game doesn't have a single-player adventure mode like Melee or Brawl, but it contains a lot of other modes which are pretty fun. Obviously, you're gonna have a lot of fun playing the game online for fun or for glory. One thing that was pretty cool about Smash for Wii U is that Nintendo finally embraced the competitive scene for this game, and let me tell you, some people are really amazing at the game, and watching them play live at tournament is something. I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with the next entry in the series, but it probably won't be released for a couple more years, so in the meantime, let's just enjoy some Smash for Wii U. Even though I'm currently hyped for Super Mario Odyssey for the Nintendo Switch, I have to look back at the only 3D Mario game released on the Wii U, Super Mario 3D World. This game, being some sort of sequel to Super Mario 3D Land for the Nintendo 3DS, is really similar to that one. The game is divided into levels where you have to avoid enemies, jump above pits, go through warp pipes and more until you reach the end flagpole. One of the best things about this game is the fact that it's a multiplayer game. That's right, a 3D Mario game where you can play with 3 other friends. Now that's pretty cool, despite being chaotic real quick. The game has a lot of levels, and by a lot, I mean a lot. At some point I was even wondering if there was an end to this game. Hopefully, I'll get to play it on stream soon for you guys. I'm sure you guys would love to see me fail live on YouTube Gaming, right? New Super Mario Bros. U was a pretty fun game for Wii U, but it was way too similar to the previous game in the series. But what if you could be playing Mario levels forever? This is exactly what Super Mario Maker introduced the world to. In this game, you use the Wii U gamepad to easily create Mario levels for the world to play. You're not much of a level designer like I am? It's all good, because you can play levels created by real professionals, and you can also play some very crappy ones. One thing I particularly enjoy in this game is to see people's talent and creativity. Some people really have some amazing skills and create some of the best mind-blowing Mario levels of all time. The game is also available for the 3DS, but the Wii U version is the definitive version, and that's why it's so high on the list. If there's a Nintendo system, you know there's gonna be a Mario Kart game out for it for sure. And for the Wii U, the game was Mario Kart 8. It is my favorite Mario Kart game of all time, as it features a total of 32 tracks, and you can also buy 16 more via DLC for one low price. It features the typical 50, 100, 150cc modes, but it is the first game in the series to feature a 200cc mode, and let me tell you that this one is difficult. You actually have to hit the brake in this mode. The online mode in Mario Kart 8 is pretty complete, featuring various tournaments and allowing you to create your own. I love playing this game on stream with my viewers, as it's fast and easy to set up, and everyone is having a good time. And the best thing is, this game will be re-released for the Nintendo Switch in the form of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It will feature all of the DLC characters and tracks, as well as a brand new revamped battle mode. Now this is gonna be awesome! When I think of Nintendo and online gaming, I have one word that comes into my mind instantly: problems. But the second word that comes into my mind is Splatoon! Yes! When this game was first shown, I didn't know what to think of it. It looked so weird. Was it gonna be fun or just bland? Well, I can officially tell you that it's super fun. Splatoon is an online shooter where you splat your enemies using various ink weapons like ink guns, ink snipers, ink rollers, buckets, even a freaking washing machine. The possibilities are endless. There's a single player mode too in Splatoon, and I really think you should finish it because it's kinda good, but the real pleasure comes from the online play. You can play for fun in Turf War, a game mode where your team must have the biggest amount of ink on the floor at the end of a set time. There's more competitive game modes though, such as Splat Zones, where your team needs to capture a zone with ink and keep it for themselves. There's also Tower Control, a payload type of game where your team must push a cart in the enemy's team territory. Finally, the Rainmaker mode asks you to get a special weapon and bring it to the enemy team alive. These modes are all crazy fun, and hopefully they'll all come back in Splatoon 2, which is set to release this summer for the Switch. Alright, let's not lie, you knew it the moment you clicked on the video itself. The best game for Wii U is also currently the best game for the Nintendo Switch, and it's none other than The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This game truly is something out of this world. For the first time ever in 3D, Zelda is an open world adventure where you can do anything you want in any order you want. Really? Grab your runes and your paraglider and set off in one of the biggest worlds ever created. In Breath of the Wild, you will end up spending so much time walking, climbing, sailing, dying. Yeah, this game is very difficult. But this is one of the things that was missing from Zelda games lately: difficulty. This game is packed with shrines to discover, weapons to find, armor to wear, recipes to cook, pictures to take. It truly is a masterpiece, and it's no wonder it's got so many perfect scores from reviewers. With DLC set to be released throughout the year, you really want to get that game as soon as you can. Get it for the Switch, get it for Wii U, it doesn't matter, just get it. And this is why it's the best game on Wii U. Hey, don't miss anything, click subscribe, and if you're super cool and want to go the extra mile, turn on notification. Alright, bye!